With the NFL trade deadline approaching, the Baltimore Ravens might be eyeing a bold move to strengthen their defense. Rumors are swirling about a potential trade that could bring a young, dynamic pass rusher into their ranks. The timing couldn't be more crucial as Baltimore searches for answers after a rough start to the season. Could this be the shakeup the Ravens need? The Baltimore Ravens may pursue 16-sack pass rusher Azeez Ojulari in a trade this season. Bleacher Report published an article laying out weaknesses and needs for teams, so they believe Baltimore could bolster their defensive front with Ojulari. The former second-rounder has been a disappointing experiment for the Giants, but now they have Kayvon Thibodeaux and Brian Burns, so it makes sense for the team to move on. Ojulari is already on an expiring contract, and if they have no plans for him, they should be able to trade him to build up draft stock. It looks like New York will have another disappointing season, so that should motivate them to trade some players rather than let them hit free agency. Ojulari could probably carve out a role in a shallow Ravens defense even before the Kyle Van Noy injury. The Giants will likely continue to rebuild, so it works both ways, and Baltimore most likely doesn't have to give up too much for Ojulari's services. Baltimore is already young on defense, and the 24-year-old could probably provide an upside to chase after the quarterbacks. However, don't expect the Giants to receive any better than a conditional draft pick, but it will make it worthwhile for the Ravens, who are already 0-2. As a rookie, Ojulari recorded 8 sacks and 27 quarterback pressures, so there's clearly something there. The new defensive coordinator didn't draft Ojulari and has no clue where to place him, so this will likely be his last season with the Giants. If he can stay healthy this year and remain a factor for the Giants on limited snaps, then his trading stock will continue to rise. The Ravens are off to one of the worst starts that no one was expecting. However, they were 2 nail-biting losses, so it's not a huge worry, but one to watch as the season progresses. After losing Jadeveon Clowney, the team has been dependent on Odafe and David Ohabo, but they haven't been doing anything special. Ojulari could probably find himself as the backup on the defense, but rotating all three may be what Baltimore should aim for. The Ravens are best when they have plenty of pass rushers on the depth chart ready to take a couple of snaps. Ojulari would need to stay healthy, but he doesn't need to have an impressive 2024 campaign, as any roster would probably trade for him quickly. He's in the position to play elsewhere and get a better deal for a team that needs help. The run defense was atrocious for Dallas in their brutal loss against the Saints last week, and things aren't getting easier going against a hungry Ravens team. Mike Zimmer is hoping Eric Kendricks and the rest of the pass rushing group rebound, but they're going up against one of the best offenses in the league, and Baltimore is thirsty to find a win. Ojulari probably won't drastically change the Cowboys' defense, but it gives emergency depth for superstars like Micah Parsons. As the Ravens navigate early season struggles and the Giants look to rebuild, this potential trade could have significant implications for both teams. Will Baltimore pull the trigger on a deal that might change the course of their season? One thing is certain, the clock is ticking, and both teams have decisions to make that could shape their futures.